What up, y'all? So we're gonna talk, right? It's that King Talk, man. So let's get right into it. They don't want you talking like this, right? They don't want you speaking like this, right? So we'll get right into this, right? So yeah, I'm fired up right now. I'm fired up, man. So all praises, right? So we are moving, right? Putting in our work, right? That's why it's very important for us men to practice semen retention, right? So we don't be out here being slaves to lust, right? You don't want to be a slave to lust, right? You don't want to be out here moving in your lower nature, right? So a lot of men out here are moving in their lower nature, right? So when you're a slave to lust, right, it doesn't really help you, doesn't really get you nowhere because it's not really, there's no benefits with that, right? So the thing is that in this satanic world, right, there's a lot of people that's in their lower nature, right? And a lot of people put that out, right? So yeah, they do all this stuff, right? Even through their satanic performances, right? Those who watch VMAs, you know they have their satanic rituals that they do, right? On their stage and they perform and do all that stuff, right? They do all that stuff, right? As they do, right? Just for the indoctrinate you, right? With their filth, with their disgusted filth that they put out there, right? So that's why it's important not to partake in what they do, right? So yeah, this is that King Talk, right? They don't want you to talk about these messages, right? They don't want you to talk about these messages because you're exposing the kingdom of darkness, right? So when you're exposing the kingdom of darkness, this is what they do, right? They send agents, right? That's how this matrix works, right? I'll get right into it, right? So when you awaken, right? When you unplug from the system, right? When you unplug from Babylon, right? You awaken to this program that they have, right? And you see all this stuff, right? You see everything, right? You see what it is, right? That's how Neo, right? When he woke up from the Matrix, right? And he started sending the woman in a red dress, right? They start sending all these agents coming your way, right? These satanic agents start coming your way, right? They all start coming, right? Just to attack you, right? And they do all this stuff, right? Just to attack you because you are here moving, right? You are here sharing these messages, right? You are here sharing the Basura, right? So when you're sharing the Basura, right? You're helping those, right? You're saving souls out here, right? So you're helping people, right? You are here sharing these messages to help those where they can, set them free, right? So I'm Messiah, right? He was out here preaching, right? He preached to the lost, right? He preached to the scattered sheep, right? He was out there doing the works, right? So that's what we got to do, right? We got to endure as a good soldier, right? A Hamashiach, right? That's what we have to be doing, right? So understand that there's going to be a lot of adversity, right? As it says in Proverbs, right? If you faint in the day of adversity, right? Your strength is small, right? So we're not going to faint in a day of adversity, right? We're going to keep on going and keep striving and going on this now path, right? So it's great to be on this now path, to move with this velocity, right? And going with that, right? So many people that's on a broad path, right? Yeah, we don't pay them no mind, right? We don't pay those who walk on a broad path no mind. Let them walk in their rebelliousness, right? And we're gonna stay on our path, right? So that's where it's at, right? So this is that King Talk right here, man. So men, right? You don't see intention, right? Stop going after these females, right? Stop being a slave to lust, right? Stop doing all that. Don't do all that, right? So stay on our path, right? Right? Seek the righteousness, right? That's what you gotta do. Not being a slave to lust, not following after whatever these Jezebels out here, these succubuses out here, what they doing, right? So just get you, just wait for you a good woman, right? Wait for you a good one, right? And stay on our path, right? And just keep going and stay on this walk, right? So that's what we gotta be doing out here, right? Stay on the narrow path and not being a slave to lust. So I appreciate everybody that's watching these messages, man. Hope everybody take care. Have an awesome, wonderful day, and shalom.